Sharon and I have specifically been praying about God's will for our life right now. And we have recently concluded that God has a season for everything. And that our season for being senior pastors, Garywood Assembly of God, is coming to a close. It's our belief that at this juncture, Garywood needs young, vibrant, anointed leadership who will take this church to the next level. We have never known Garywood to have better unity, both on the official board and in the body than today. Garywood is financially sound as any church in the Alabama district with no debt whatsoever. We have a wonderful cash flow right now, thanks to your faithful giving. We have a wonderful group of men who serve in a supportive staff way in positions for this church. First of all, Brother Randall Race serving as the executive pastor. Brother Keith Ellis, our visitation pastor. Brother Sid Christian, our church treasurer. Brother Danny Ingram, our senior citizens pastor. Eric Cooner, our youth pastor. Summer Berry, our children's pastor. Mike Harrison, our Christian education, missions and buildings and grounds director. Daniel Cathy, our music director. And Chris Nelson, our media director. I'm also appreciative, I've got to say this to Dolores. She has been so loyal and so faithful. I'm so appreciative to Dolores, who has loyally and faithfully served as my secretary for almost 24 years. Thank you, Dolores. I put on that this morning. As well as the others who have served in the church office, like Nancy Ridley, Mary Swindle, and Alice Dawkins. And Sharon, our decision with the board, I expressed our desire to remain pastors through the second Sunday of February 2013, to which they agreed. That will put me 1 week into my 35th year as pastor here. Immediately, however, the board will begin to search for a pastor, and hopefully that pastor can be in place before the final Sunday. Let me say in closing that Garywood will always be our church. This is where we will always pay our tithe. This is the place I will support with my love, my prayers, my money, and my labor. Sharon and I love this church with everything that's within us, and our wish is always to be connected. And let me say also, if you want to honor my years of service to this church, then please be supportive of this church through this transition and even beyond. Don't you dare let anyone influence you to leave Garywood during this transition. During a transition, it's a very precarious time, and we need to stay in unity and stay committed to each other. Don't let anything divide us. And when that new pastor is selected, who I believe will be God's choice, you commit to him your prayers, your support, and your allegiance as long as he's your pastor. Finally, I want to say to Sharon, over the years, she served this church in an incredible way. She's the hardest working pastor